Hello everyone, welcome back to the Blue Who Review. Today I'm playing part 2 of the Gunpowder Plot adventure games. If you haven't seen part 1 then make sure to check it out, I'll leave the link in the description. But without no further ado, let's get into it and play part 2. So obviously yesterday we were left off with the TARDIS. I'm not going to start all that again, but that is such a cool Easter egg. But anyway, let's get back on with the game. Let's go.
The time is nearly upon us. Soon, the false king will be dead, and England will rejoice again in God's pleasure.
A great day for all. Now, come. We have business with our brothers.
Cool. I already know how to do that.
Let's see where they're headed.
The thing is with the Gunpowder Plot, I've played this game so many times. The basics, but I'm still not 100% on like the whole thing. Like I know who Guy Fawkes is, he's like the explosive expert, and there's like Robert Cates and all of that, but every year I just forget like the main parts.
Oh, these old creaking corridors make some noises that would make the dead shiver.
Do you think we can trust everyone?
We were all chosen because we can be trusted. Do not doubt that.
And when I forget the main parts, I mean like not who like Guy Fawkes is, but like what Robert Capesy was involved in.
I trust you left your house in order. God is on our side in this endeavor, but even his work may take a heavy toll. Who is to say which of us will see the morning?
I did as you asked.
Good. Your family deserve the future we will bring them.
Ugh, another rat. I hate the filthy things. This town is infested.
Ease your fear, my friend. The rats were born to the sewers, but there is far worse vermin in the halls than the monarch. But soon we will destroy them, and the king rat upon which they all depend.
Then pray to God they take these unholy brethren with them.
Some would say it's still the same thing.
There must be some way to find out what these dodgy characters are up to.
Shoot! Shoot!
Obviously I could try the front door, but I know it's not going to work, and why would you go through that way?
There is something about you that those rats find irresistible.
Get lost! Huh. That's strange. That torch, it's flickering like air's rushing past.
Good spot, that's actually quite clever. Donna would be jealous because it would seem Amy has pockets that are bigger on the inside. I mean, how could you fit these things in there in real life? Oh no, it's not the prawn crackers, is it? It's going to be the chopsticks.
Lady Winters, your beauty illuminates even these dank surroundings.
Enough of your flattery, Catesby.
is all set.
Aye, milady, it is. Tomorrow the Protestant king will come to open his parliament above us, and will be welcomed by 41 kegs of gunpowder.
Oh my god. We're under the Houses of Parliament. It's 1605 and this is the gunpowder plot.
It will be my honor to light the fuse.
And he must be.
Guy Fawkes.
You and your men have done well, Catesby.
It is God's work to remove this impostor king. Our plans were in motion before you joined us, my lady. But your presence has brightened our toils.
Who the hell is that cheesy creep?
Sir Robert Catesby, I think. He was the brains. The thing I want to know is who she...
There we are.
Lady Winters.
There wasn't any Lady Winters. The plotters were all men.
We have all been given a paper detailing the group's final meeting tonight. We shall rendezvous as planned.
We've got to find out what's really going on here. We need that bit of paper.
You create a distraction. I'll grab the paper.
I don't understand how the plotters don't realise her eyes. Her eyes are even worse than Rory's.
I'll wait by that door. If you can create a distraction to bring them out of the other one, I can try and get that paper.
Right! What in heaven's name is going on here?
Guido, the rats! They're everywhere! The filthy devils!
Fool. Ignore them. We have a job to do. Come on.
Milady, I know we do what we do for God and for England. But I want you to know, if I'm not destined to survive these proceedings, I shall carry the memory of your sweet face to heaven.
All I ask, Fawkes, is that you raise that place above us to ruin.
Did you see that? Her eyes glowed.
We need to tell the doctor about this.
We need to get our hands on that document. Right, take him the paper and tell him what's going on. I'm gonna keep an eye on Lady Gaga.
Okay, just be careful. Alright?
You too.
Oh. So we're at the loan screen at the moment. I don't know if you've ever realised, but if you look at Matt Smith's face in this, I feel like they've actually got a real picture of Matt Smith and stuck it on this avatar. Because if you look, the actual face is much smaller than the head, and then the head and the face is like two different colours, like poorly blended in. I only know that because I spent so many hours staring at this thing when it's waiting for loading. So there's a fact for you, or at least I think it is. See what I mean about waiting? Although it's a great loading screen, so I won't complain. There we are.
Let's see where you're headed, Green Lady, with your glowing eyes. Where are you going?
Although you can't do much, this is probably the closest thing we've ever got to an open world Doc 2 game.
What are you doing over there?
She moves quick.
Where are you going?
Right, Gizmos, do your thing. Excellent. Less than excellent. Amy?
Oh my god!
Amy! Amy!
Thanks, Doctor, but now what's the plan?
Plan? I'm sorry, saving you from being fried to a crisp is as far as I got. A plan? Interesting idea.
That's loud.
Ah, yes! Sensitive to high-frequency noise. Well done, Pond. Fingernails on a chalkboard. No one can step that. After her! Come on!
She did it again.
I hate shapeshifters. They never play fair in a chase.
What was that?
A Rutan. I'm afraid that must have been what we bumped into.
And we need them back in the TV show.
So what do they want with Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes? Guido?
We saw him. Me and Rory, down in the cellars. Those cellars are under Parliament. This is
1605, Doctor. November 5th, 1605.
Yes, I know all that.
You know?
Remember the 5th of November? How could I forget? What I don't know is why a Rutan would be getting pally with them. And the real problem is that it might not just be Rutans. The thing about aliens is, they're never as careful as they think they are. People notice stuff, all sorts of stuff. Odd stuff, strange stuff. Come on, Pond, let's go and find the word on the smelly street. Ugh.
Well, Doctor?
Yeah, so now you go around asking a load of people a load of things. Well, maybe we do this first. Another detail I really love about this game, oh, it's not going to show you, I'll show you later.
Doctor, what's wrong with him?
He looks catatonic. No doubt a result of encountering the lesion.
What, you mean the Legion did this to him?
No, his brain did this to him. This is a London town crier in 1605. His brain has no point of reference for something like this. He's never seen a temporal portal before, so when his brain can't cope, it closes down.
Okay, it will show us now. What I love about this, and this one doesn't show it so good, but if you move the camera around, or the screen, you can see it's like all the way. That's another detail I really love.
Sir, I must thank you. This strange wonder has me bewitched. It is like some gateway to another realm.
Tell me what you know about these gateways.
Little enough. I went looking for the truth behind the wild stories that young Charlie told me. And then, before I know what, a great many of these gateways appeared about the streets. And it worries me greatly.
You said there were more of these gateways. Where are they?
There are two others I know of. I can take you to them if you wish.
Charlie? Who's Charlie?
A young orphan who came to me with stories of travelling through these strange gateways to the house of the Green Lady.
So what about this Green Lady? Who is she?
I haven't seen her myself, but everyone talks of an apparition of a well-to-do lady, beautiful to look at, who wanders the streets after dark. She is dressed in green, and some say her eyes glow like emeralds lit with cold fire. Others say she appears and disappears before your eyes.
Okay, Amy, I'm going to go with this Sterling fellow and see if I can deal with the other legions round here before they tear London apart.
And what about me?
See if you can find out more about this Charlie chappie. Chat to people, get the goss. You're good at that.
With my version of the game with this, I remember when I normally quit here and start again, for some reason it always glitches on the 11th Doctor and you can't move or anything. And the only thing you can do is either resume or quit. And you've got to reset the game, so I won't be stopping the game here just yet. Start talking to this man. Come on. Stop with the rumours.
Hello, what's going on around here?
Nothing much, miss. Just the usual robberies, murders and pestilence. Another fine day in London town.
Sounds like nowadays.
I'm looking for Charlie. Have you seen him?
You may want to talk to Barnaby. They're best friends.
Where would I find Barnaby?
Probably loitering around here somewhere. The lazy young swine.
I'm looking for Charlie. Have you seen him?
You stay away from me. I ain't talking to no strangers. You might give me the plague. I told you, miss, I ain't talking to no strangers what might have the plague.
Now where's that man I was going to talk to?
That's all I know.
No. Try someone else then. Must have been him.
Hello, what's going on around here?
There's talk that King James has brought together the most clever people to finally write a version of the Bible in English. That'll really upset the Pope.
I'm looking for Charlie. Have you seen him?
I've seen him with that cut purse, Barnaby, probably up to no good.
Where would I find Barnaby?
He's around here somewhere. If you see him, tell him to stop thieving and earn his keep like any honest folk, or we'll get the watch on him.
Now I don't know if it's going to do it for me probably, but the thing I've noticed is you can actually get the silence in this game, and the way you do it is by going up to an object. It's worked on this one before. You go to the object, click it, and then close it and turn your back, and then it appears. So let's see if it's actually going to work. Is it going to do it? Yeah, sounds it. Yeah, there we go.
The Tyburn tree is an excellent example of humanity's cruelty to one another. Retribution for perceived crimes is a universal constant, and hanging is one of the longest surviving methods of dispatching convicted criminals. The Tyburn tree was the humorous name given to the gallows that stood in central London during the early 17th century.
Normally the silence are really scary, but their design in this game is not so good.
What's the gossip?
Mind you, it's great to have him
I ain't got time for gossip.
in the game. I think I already spoke to him. Pretty sure these lot just walk away.
So, what's the gossip on the streets?
I ain't got time for gossip.
All that. I just saw a woman there.
So, what's the gossip on the streets?
Please, I'm in a rush.
Have I spoke to everyone now? I'm not sure. No fair happens
What's the
here.
gossip on the streets?
Please, I'm in a rush.
This is quite nice when you stand here. It looks. I love the detail in the church at the back. It's really cool, actually. They did put great detail into this, considering it was a free game.
Good evening, miss. I am Alice Flowers, purveyor of fine herbal remedies.
Hello, Alice. My name's Amy. I don't suppose you've noticed anything out of the ordinary going on, have you?
Always, my dear. There's never a dull moment in London town.
I'm looking for Charlie. Have you seen him?
Indeed I have, miss. I saw him only last night, white as a sheet and soaked to the skin. Looked like he'd been scared half to death. Young Barnaby is a close friend. He may know of his whereabouts.
Tell me about Barnaby.
Another urchin, but a much sadder story than Charlie's. Plague took away his family, they say, and left him with a terror of the pestilence. You'll find him wandering these streets, but don't expect much sense from him.
Tell me about Barnaby.
I
already told you.
Plague took away his family, they say, and left him with a terror of the pestilence. You'll find him wandering these streets, but don't expect much sense from him.
What remedies do you have for the plague?
For the plague, I make posies which can mask the poison vapours and prevent its spread. For other ailments, I make salves and poultices that you apply to the body.
Posies? You mean flowers?
A posy is a small bag containing a mixture of 3 herbs. Bring me bergamot, comfrey and lavender, and I can make you one.
Cool. There's this one. And there's this one. It's a funny run Amy does. Like half-hearted. Not those ones.
just need to mix them all up and crush them a little to release the perfume. There we go. One sweet posy for your delicate, pretty young nose.
Here, take this posy. Can we talk now?
Thanks, miss. Maybe you ain't got the plague, but you got a downright strange accent, and you can't be too careful. What do you want to know?
You're an orphan. That's got to be so hard. How do you manage?
Well,
Very
I've done
caring of
all right.
Amy.
When my mum and dad passed on with the sickness, I got sent to the parish. It's what happens to kids when their folks go. But there's nothing for me there, so I ran away and ended up on the streets. But I'm quick. People never catch me, so I'll make enough to get by.
A young boy like you shouldn't be pickpocketing and stealing. It's wrong, and it's dangerous.
Of course it's dangerous, and I'll be in trouble if the watch catch me. I'm fit to work, you see, so if they find me, it'll be a flogging, then sent back to my parish. The poor laws ain't kind to folks like me, but they've got to catch me first, haven't they?
That's awful. You're too young to be living on the streets. You should be at school. Isn't there one you could go to?
School, miss? Not me.
But you've got to have an education. There must be somewhere you can learn how to read and write.
Ain't got the money for no school, miss. Like my folks couldn't send me to petty school when I was young. Anyway, letters and stuff, they're for the toffs and churchmen. And even if I did get into one of them free grammar schools, how would I make money to eat and stuff?
Hey, I hear you're a friend of Charlie. Can, you help me find him?
Don't know where he is. Last I saw him, he reckoned he'd found a way into the Green Lady's house. Said something about some big tunnels near Parliament, and treasure there up for grabs. I don't know how right he was, but he was desperate to find a way of helping Annie. Asked me to look after her while he was away. I ain't seen him since.
So, let me get this straight. Green Lady's so-called house, big tunnel near Parliament, missing Charlie. Oh, I hope the doctor can make sense of all this.
Here we go, sir. It's around that corner. Excuse me if I don't accompany you. After my previous experience, I have little stomach for sorcery.
Nice. Another lesion. So I think we're going to leave it for today, because I've done quite a bit today, but I will be back tomorrow with part 3, so make sure you tune into that. And like I said at the beginning, if you haven't seen part 1, then make sure to check it out. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed doing it again today, and I look forward to doing the next one tomorrow. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you in part 3 tomorrow. Thanks everyone, take care.